The Eiffel Tower, now a quintessential symbol of Paris, wasn't always the beloved landmark it is today. When it was first unveiled, it faced fierce opposition and was shrouded in controversy. As the plans for what would become the world's tallest structure at the time were announced, the initial public reaction was far from positive. In fact, many Parisians, including prominent artists and intellectuals, were appalled at the idea of erecting such a bold metallic structure in the heart of their city. The French government had commissioned Gustave Eiffel to create a centerpiece for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, a world fair meant to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. However, what was intended to be a testament to modern engineering met with severe criticism. Detractors decried the tower as an eyesore that would ruin the city's skyline. They worried that this monstrous structure would overshadow the classical beauty of Paris. The public outcry was loud and clear. Many saw it as a blemish, fearing that the iron lattice would permanently scar the aesthetic of Paris. Yet despite the overwhelming negativity, construction continued. The tower began to rise inch by inch, defying its detractors with its sheer scale and unprecedented design. Little did they know this contentious creation would become an indelible part of Parisian identity. Prominent voices in the arts and intellectual circles led the charge against the Eiffel Tower. A group of influential artists and writers published a manifesto in Le Temps newspaper voicing their disdain. They described the tower as useless and monstrous, a structure that would overshadow the beauty of Paris. The manifesto included signatures from Gustave Eiffel, Charles Gounod, and Alexandre Dumas Fils, among others. Architectural critics weren't any kinder. The tower was labelled as a tragic street lamp, with some suggesting it resembled a hideous skeleton. Its iron frame stood in stark contrast to the ornate facades of Paris's architecture, which favoured stone and classical lines. This difference in style was perceived as an affront to the city's cultural heritage. Accusations of Eiffel's hubris were widespread. Critics condemned the tower as a vanity project, a monument to one man's ambition, rather than a national achievement. They questioned why such a structure was necessary and what purpose it would serve beyond the exposition. Despite the backlash, Eiffel stood firm, defending his work as a marvel of modern engineering. The opposition, however, could not sway Eiffel's resolve. With unyielding determination, he pressed on, watching as his vision slowly came to life. The tower, intended to be a temporary installation, was hastily constructed, thrust into the city's skyline against a backdrop of scorn. The Eiffel Tower was originally slated to stand for only 20 years. Its fate after the exposition was uncertain, and many expected it to be dismantled. The temporary nature of its construction fueled the hope of critics who yearned for its removal. However, as the demolition date approached, a surprising twist in its story emerged. Gustave Eiffel, ever the visionary, saw potential beyond the tower's aesthetic value. He advocated for its use as a wireless telegraph transmitter. The height of the tower made it an ideal candidate for this emerging technology. In a stroke of genius, Eiffel proposed transforming the structure into a radio tower, ensuring its survival. The French military saw the strategic advantage of this proposal. The tower's height allowed for far-reaching communication, making it a critical tool for military operations and scientific research. Its role in the early development of radio technology solidified its importance, providing a new lease on life. Thus, the Eiffel Tower was saved from demolition not by its beauty but by its utility. This unexpected turn of events marked the beginning of its transformation from a reviled structure to a revered one. Its role in advancing communication technology helped shift public perception, gradually endearing it to the generation it once shocked. The Eiffel Tower's journey from loathed to loved is a testament to the power of utility and time in reshaping public opinion. As the years passed, the structure that was once a symbol of modernity's threat became an emblem of Parisian innovation and resilience. The tower's scientific contributions only bolstered its reputation, transforming it into a national treasure. By the mid-20th century, the Eiffel Tower had become an integral part of Paris's identity and an icon recognized worldwide. Its unique silhouette graced countless postcards and artworks, solidifying its status as a must-see destination for tourists. The initial wave of criticism faded into obscurity, replaced by admiration and pride. Today, the Eiffel Tower is celebrated not only for its engineering prowess, but also for its role in defining Paris as a city of love and art. Its presence inspires countless romantic gestures and artistic interpretations, making it synonymous with the city's charm. The tower stands as a reminder of the enduring nature of progress and the potential for change. As the Eiffel Tower continues to capture the hearts of millions, we are left to ponder, what makes an icon? How does public perception evolve over time? Share your thoughts on how structures like the Eiffel Tower gain significance in our collective consciousness.